on board. We also offboarded. This is the roadmap. We off.
Yes.
Andama Junior left for South Sudan.
Yes.
But there have been replacements in the team who are only mentioned 3 players who have left the club.
Yes.
Who people say are big. There's Bonga Dominic, there's Andama Junior,
Bida
and there's
Ezra.
Bida Ezra, Joshid Rekini, and Gama William. Those are 5 players. But realize that in the whole of last season, Gama William only played in the second half of the season.
Yes.
The first half of the season, he wasn't there. In the second half of the season, that is when Bida Ezra picked up. The person who played the season throughout probably will say is Rashid Yekini. But also Andama Junior did not play the whole season.
Yes.
Technically, there was only one senior player who left the team.
Yes. All right. Well, let's talk about the plan into big league. Of course, we all know the biggest plan for the team is to see that the team attains promotion back to the Southern Ghana Premier League. Is that the case with the team, or the team wants to still remain in the league?
Everyone will always have ambitions of going to the next level.
Yes.
It will be a lie for me to tell you that the ambitions of Onduparaka is to remain in the big league.
Yes.
No. The ultimate goal of any club is to play in the top tier of Ugandan football. And the ultimate dream of Onduparaka is to play in the Uganda Premier League.
Yes.
It might be now, it might be tomorrow. But what we know is our players are very ready to take the team back to the UPL.
Yes.
And you know, football is football. You may prepare the best team around, but circumstances may not allow you. But our ultimate goal is to go to the UPL. Not only go to the UPL, is to win the big league trophy.
Yes.
That is the ultimate goal.
All right. Of course, Walter, last time you engaged the fans through, of course, the fans who kind of lack the knowledge about the game of football, football is a game of a draw, a win, and probably a lose. And the fans have always been demanding with the number of fans that actually the team is trying to register with. Is Onduparaka Club going to be important to, manage the pressure from the fans, to deliver in?
As you've said, Onduparaka is a big brand.
Yes.
A big brand comes with the pressures of delivery.
Yes.
The fans expect wins. The fans expect qualification. The fans expect good outcomes.
Yes.
The pressure is not on the players alone. The pressure is on the board chairman. The pressure is on the executive. The pressure is on the management. The pressure is on the fans themselves.
Yes.
Because the team is for the fans. The fans have to contribute to the welfare of the team. The board, the management has to make sure that the team is well motivated and ready to play the league.
Yes.
The players themselves have to make sure that they live to the expectation of the fans.
Yes.
So the pressure is cut across. The fans want results. The players want good display so that they can market themselves.
Yes.
The management wants to show them their achievements, but also everyone expects the West Nile team Onduparaka to go where they belong.
Yes.
So there are various levels of pressure. The fans have pressure, the players have pressure, the management has pressure. So the pressure is divided in phases. But as a big brand, the pressure must always be there. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the Ababet deal. Of course, the Ababet deal is nearly coming to an end, and coupling that one together with the coming of the judges. Are the judges already in town, or the judges are still in the manufacturer actual rooms?
I should say, Onduparaka has very beautiful judges.
Yes.
They are out there. The graphics designer has done his job.
Yes.
What is out there is that we are sourcing for the best manufacturer out there. We have options.
Yes.
We have options from China. We have options from Thailand. I think we have options from Uganda.
Yes.
We have even from big companies who have given us, I can say this without fear, we have Umbro has given us an opportunity that they could do our designs.
Yes.
Gofere
Yes.
has given us an option that they will do for us designs.
Yes.
It is upon us with our design, what do we want?
Yes.
That is one to do with the judges. And I can comfortably say one of our hopes and one of our targets is that Onduparaka fans will have jerseys.
Yes.
It is a target for the management that they will see that the fans will have jerseys. And we are looking forward to that day when we will deliver the jerseys. At the right time, I'll also come back and stand in front of these cameras and say the word where the jerseys can be got and where the jerseys can be delivered in the various places across the globe. Yes. As far as the contract with Ababet is concerned, with Ababet we signed the previous management signed a 5 years deal.
Yes.
The 2 years were in the UPL. In the big league, this is the last season.
Yes.
So anything can happen. We can still sit on the negotiating table and renegotiate better. The new management can sit and negotiate better.
Yes.
Normally, these deals are negotiated. If we find the deal is good, we will continue. If we find the deal is bad, we can also come to TV and ask for sponsorship rights.
All right. Well, let's first talk about the game itself tomorrow. That's coming in for Onduparaka, because playing against Blast Power has been a tricky one for both teams, and Onduparaka will be on road to Lira. How prepared are the boys ahead of the class on Sunday?
We have prepared for almost 1 month,
Yes.
almost 2 months. We started with trialists training, then the senior team reported back to training.
And you are still holding my players there?
I don't know whether you have a player there. If the players that you'll tell me.
It's
Because
okay.
the players in camp and the players who are training,
Mm.
as of now, I know those Onduparaka players in camp.
Yeah.
So if you're an agent of one of our players, you should officially register in our office.
It's okay.
So we have been preparing. It's 2 months preparation
Yes.
for the for the big league, not only for the Black Power game, for the big league.
Mm.
I am confident the boys are ready to face Black Power.
Mm.
We have had new additions in the team who joined lately.
Mm.
I think they will have to get themselves used to the boys who have been there for a longer time.
Yes.
But I want to say the boys are prepared.
Mm.
The technical team is doing whatever possible
Mm.
to keep the boys ready for the game. And we are ready on Sunday to play Black Power. We are very ready for the game.
All right, Walter, before we actually call it a day, let's first talk about the reason as to why you guys managed to bring in coaches who have got the football knowledge about Northern Uganda, West Nile. Of course, Tribe Saba is one of the coaches signed in. We have got Peter Dodo gone there, he's in. Then Onama Bosco is in. Then the coach in the name of Tony is as well in that team. Why do you guys prefer to have local coaches instead of going for other coaches from the central region?
One of the challenges of coaching is FUFA has come with a statute, but one of the regulations is that for you to coach in the big league, you must have a CAF A
Yes.
or a CAF B. When you look around CAF A coaches in the region, we do not have.
Yes.
We don't want to make too many mistakes of getting coaches who do not have the staying power.
Yes.
When you look at CAF B coaches in West Nile and who are available in West Nile, Saba is one. We have Dudu Bosco, who is with the neck.
Yes.
We have Coach Umar Lowy, who's in South Sudan.
Yes.
Currently, there's a CAF B coach in the names of Ahmed Borin.
Yes.
He's with the police. He's still getting the paper.
Yes.
We zeroed down to coaches from the region who are able to stay put. Because Onduparaka also has a history of you bring a CAF B, CAF A coach,
Yes.
you'll play 2-3 games in Arua. When they go to Kampala, they never return.
Yes.
Now, when you have coaches from the region, where when he goes to Kampala, where does he return? Back home. And where is the home? Either in Arua or in Ajuman, you can pick it very here.
Yes.
When you go to Chegegwa, how shall we look for you? We don't know. But when you are around here, you will know where your home is. I can say, hey, where does Saba stay? You can easily get that. Onama has expertise in local players.
Yes.
Tony has expertise from KCC in training goalkeeping coaches. We have one goalkeeping coach who has now transitioned to a full coach.
Yes.
Okuni is now a coach of Bodramachako. So he cannot do the goalkeeping job.
Yes.
So you need to recruit a goalkeeping coach.
Yes.
Onama Bosco has expertise in local players. And we want to make sure that we give opportunity to the local players to grow. This is one of the things we have not done.
Yes.
And we want to do that the local players should be exposed.
Yes.
Without Onduparaka, would you hear about Rashid Okocha?
Yes.
You would not hear about Rashid Okocha. He's now playing for South Sudan. From VCC Masindi Hoima came to Onduparaka Navy Central, he became a big figure. Wahab, you will not hear about Wahab if it wasn't because of you would have probably last heard about him when he was still playing for St. Julian. But Onduparaka gave him an opportunity. Alionzi Nafian, who's now Uganda Cranes goalkeeper. If it wasn't for Onduparaka, would he get the opportunity to join URI and now become a national team player? Now plays in the Ethiopian League. I think this is what the local teams should do to promote the talent. The later Gao Rashids came back to play for their home teams. You remember the fight between Vipers and Onduparaka over Muhammad Shaban?
Yes.
Came back to showcase his talent at home. And he rose and got to national fame. I think it's an opportunity for us in West Nile to also tap into these young boys and expose them. And who else is at a better position to expose these clubs than Onduparaka? Of late is Calvary. But when you go to the rankings of the top followed football teams in Uganda, Onduparaka sits number 4. There is Vipers number 1. There's KCCA number 2. There is Villa number 3.
Yeah, Villa.
Then Onduparaka is number 4.
The number 2 Express comes in.
Then Express and the others whom you follow come later. So this is an opportunity for our youngsters. And we as West Nilers, we should take advantage to harness this and expose these young players. And that is why we are looking, why aren't we, people say West Nile is a hub of talent, but we are not exporting the talent outside there. So one of our reasons that the new interim is like, want to take advantage of this brand, big brand, and expose the young talent.
All right. Onduparaka has got a big history of signing players on Bosman rule. We did see maybe some people are complaining at some point. We did see a team the name of Drama Chako at one point complaining of signing players on Bosman rule. And you guys have signed a number of players from the regional league. I don't know that these players were signed after Onduparaka paying some money, for their services. And again, Onduparaka has got a history of losing players for free. Now, with the new management coming in, is all these things going to be sorted?
We come with the mind of business.
Yes.
We are hoping, we are looking to the youngsters. We are hoping we can build their talent. Once we build their talent, they become sellable.
Yes.
This season, I don't know whether you've heard anything that Onduparaka has tapped on our players.
Yes.
We have not done that. And it is on record that all the clubs and whose players have come and we have fully said the Onduparaka players. We have sat with their management and have agreed with them whether the player is on, of course when a player is on Bosman, it's a Bosman, it's a free transfer.
Yes.
For example, if a player is from a big league team and has finished their contract, there's what we call a release letter. The player works with the release letter.
Yes.
And just puts it on your table to the CEO and say, I have done my contract, is done, here's my release letter. I am walking away.
Yes.
But if the player has no release letter, you have to agree with the teams. And I want to challenge you, and I want to challenge anyone out there who is watching us. If they have heard of a player Onduparaka speaking this season without agreeing with the management of the club, they should come abroad. I can even put a bounty on my head of how much you can get if you really find it true. We have made sure that we have agreements, or we sit on the round table with each and every club of the player we have picked. Yes. And if your player, probably you have a player, you said you have a player. If the player's management has not reached to you, please follow up.
Of course, one of the players I'm talking about is Luanga, who has been playing for Blue Forest. Of course, he is one of the talented players, and currently he's playing with the Onduparaka club in there, wishing well, whatever. That, of course, that's a big journey that he's taking forward. Of course, we shall never be demanding anything for that. Of course, that is our part. Of course, we always say players are mandated to move. Of course, player transfer is always obvious, and it happens. It should not be bringing in enemies, kind of such a setup here in the game of football. But Walter, let's talk about the big league itself. Of course, 3 clubs in Western that will be playing in the big league. Of course, the Western Derby is real. Of course, Onduparaka is in there, the Vicente Football Club is there, and then by the Black Angels. So I know the biggest rivalry will be between Onduparaka and by the Black Angels. And this now comes an opportunity for the team to test the talents. So, where are you seeing all the teams in that regard? Of course, the Vicente Football Club has got the fan base. They are the only team in the heart of Navy Town, and by the Black Angels in the other side, then Onduparaka here in Erua. Of course, the fan base is always massive for all the 3 teams.
Yeah, I look at the Western teams as it's a way of now promoting the sport.
Yes.
First of all, on Sunday there's a big derby.
Yes.
Navy Central moving to Barakoro
Yes.
by the Black Angels. And I think we should promote this derby in a very positive way.
Yes.
It should not bring the memories of Onduparaka versus Arua.
Yeah.
It should be a derby that promotes the sport. A derby that promotes revenue for by the Black Angels, a derby that will promote revenue for Navy Central in the reverse fixture. We look forward to the big derby between Onduparaka and Paida Black Angels, Onduparaka and Navy Central. We want to bring football to the fans. Let the fans enjoy the game. That is what I'm looking up to. I'm looking up to a very positive derby. I don't want a derby, and I'm not looking at a derby where there will be bloodshed, but I'm looking at a derby where we will say we've come to enjoy football, and the spirit of football should reign.
Correct. What are your participants before you leave the studio?
Onduparaka is for the fans. Fans should contribute in any way possible, financially, materially, spiritually. Onduparaka fans please register for the membership. It's only 20,000 shillings. You become a full registered member. We have the walls there. At 1 million shillings, you can promote your business with the Onduparaka Football Club. Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
All right, we shall come back just to Walter Bazaki to ask more about the team when will be playing against a number of teams in the big league. Of course, we shall be given that light about the team, and we shall bring for you the live coverage of the games and Grand City after see that wherever you are supposed to be started with the live coverage of the game at Ababa. Because we know Onduparaka has got the biggest fan base in Ugandan football, and we shall be here to entertain you with that. Just giving me here during the course of the show. We are out of here. Thank you so much for being part of us.